Morning, everyone. Welcome to the Rada Live House J. Will. It's good to see you all. Anyway, you all, let me come on. So it's been interesting today. Um, I turned on the YouTube apparatus and saw something. But before I tell you what I saw, let me say hello to everybody. What's up? 420. What's up, DDP? What's up, Devon, Jarrett? What's up, Coffee Bean? Coffee Bean, Coffee Bean. A lot going on. Let me get my other pair of glasses. Hold on for me, y'all. Let me get my other pair of glasses. Yes, Lord. Pair of glasses. Oh, Lord. Put these up. Let me get my black glasses. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me one quick minute. Let me change my little glasses out. What's up, Ginger Spice? What's up, Samantha? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Coffee Beans. Oh Lord. Hey, hey, just trying to find out. Hey, okay, let me put my glasses on. I see sparkles in the house. All right, y'all, let me put my little glasses on here. Hold on for a minute. Ooh, yeah, that much better. That much better. That much better right there. All right, you all. Okay, I got my black glasses on. So anyway, hello everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. At any rate, y'all. So I told you all about the Tommy Castro situation where Tommy was doing a live and Castro clicked on his live. They were very cordial towards each other, which was not an issue. But Tommy was admitting I shouldn't have hit you and all of this stuff. I'm like, you still got an active court case, but you're saying this. Castro came on and it was a kumbaya fest. But obviously, between then and now, something is wrong because I turn on and Castro cussing out Tommy, and he hate Tommy, and we really don't know what Tommy be doing. I, I mean, it's just like, why did you even click on his link? And you drunk, and now he got an ex, and I'm like, you really seem like you need somebody to love, but what you need to do is love yourself because it seems like that's where it's missing, and you're drinking excessively, stuttering and drunk, a stuttering drunk, and you over there and you cussing Tommy out, and it seems to me that you're jealous when people are favoring Tommy, and that gets you in an uproar, and you're very upset, and I don't get that. You know, y'all said y'all moved on, so why can't you move on? And you all are so um, codependent that if either one of you all do something or date somebody, it triggers the other one off. And that's crazy. I don't get that. But it's crazy over there. So Castro drunk is cool ground, listening to music, cussing Tommy out. I'm like, what is wrong with them? So let me see what y'all saying here. Oh my God, it's just crazy. Oh Lord. It's really sad. It's sad. Yeah, I think both of them really do. It's very sad, and I'm like, wow, what is going on? And then you drinking excessively, and then you were on the man's link, and I'm like, well, what in the world is happening? And it's sad. It's sad. And my thing is, Tommy, you shouldn't have even allowed him on the link, knowing that you have an active court case. Whether you all are together or not, it doesn't really matter to me. You could be separated together, whatever. It really doesn't matter. But can you all just leave each other alone and go your separate ways? Because it's giving very codependent. If Castro gets somebody, Tommy cussing you out. If Tommy gets somebody, Castro cussing him out. If Tommy gets popularity, Castro going in on. I mean, it's just like, wow. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me put my banner up because I don't know who this is. Okay, give me a minute. All right, you all. All right, so I guess coming to the stage, we have Castro Cannon. What's up, Castro? Castro, you on? Hold on for a minute, y'all. Let me see if I got him on. So, Castro, you're on. What's going on? Castro, you're on. I guess Castro's not on. Castro, something going on with your audio? Well, I'm going to drop the link again. If you want to come up, you can. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah. Hold on for a minute. I see another person back there, but before I let you up, I want to hear from Castro. And I guess he clicked the link. But let me say this, you all. I don't hate anybody on these YouTube streets. But if you really like Tommy, you should be avoiding Tommy right now. Because at the end of the day, Tommy needs to be concerned about his court case. Is this Castro?
I hear.
Is this Castro? Yeah, I'm here. I hear you.
I'm here.
Okay, what's going on?
But I don't want to look. I don't want to talk about that other person. I don't want to talk about him.
Talk about what you want to talk about.
Well, whatever you want to talk about, we're talking about what you want to talk about.
Well, I was just talking about what you don't want to talk about. See, that's the thing.
And what is that?
And this guy keeps going back and forth. I'm listening to you. You really cussing him out really good. I mean, what's going on with that? I thought you all were cool. You were on this panel just last night.
What guy?
Go ahead, Castro. I'm listening to you.
I'm asking you what guy you're talking about.
Castro, are you okay? Have you been drinking?
I have not been drinking. I'm just asking you a question.
Well, Castro, the question was simple. You were on Tommy's panel last night. You all seemed like you were getting along. Now this morning, you're cussing him out. So what's going on with that? That's what I'm asking. For the person in the back, I see you. I want to have a conversation with Castro right now. So you were on that person's channel last night, but now this morning you're cursing him out.
So can I ask you? So you've been watching. So you watch a lot of channels that you say you don't watch. So you always been watching.
Well, if it interests me, yeah, I'm gonna watch.
Okay.
And today it interests me, so I'll watch. But that's not the question I'm asking you. The question that I'm asking you is, you weren't getting along with that person. You clicked on his link. You all had a conciliatory conversation because I was watching that person. And then this morning, you pop up on the link and you cussing him out. So what's going on between then and now, and why you cussing him out and hate him and saying that we don't really know him. So what's really going on?
Well, unfortunately, to you guys, I'm not going to expose that. So there's no point to even us to even have a conversation about that. Now we can have now Jay Wilson. We can have a civilized conversation about something else. But when it comes to that, no. And I would hope that you would respect that. I mean, I'm not cussing.
Well, but the thing is, you don't dictate, but you don't dictate what I talk about over here. And we were talking about this, and we're not going to change the subject because it makes you uncomfortable. I mean, obviously, you weren't uncomfortable when you went over there to have a conversation. Obviously, you weren't uncomfortable to curse him out this morning. I mean, you did that on your channel. I mean, you didn't put it on private or members only. So now you're telling us we can't talk about it because it makes you uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but you don't have that right or authority to do that.
I do have a right. I do have a right because I'm talking to you right now.
But it's not going to be. But it's not going to be. But it's not going to be authorized here. Castro, you've been drinking. And you really need help. And you really need to love you.
You need more content. You are a sissy ass.
And again, you clicked on my link because you want attention. You clicked on my link because you actually drank some juice today. So that's what you did.
Ass church queen.
What's up, Yolanda? How you doing?
That's what you need. That's what you need.
What's going on? Castro, what's the problem? Why Brian in this? Hello, good morning.
Hey, I ain't talking to you. Who are you?
Who are you, bitch? You want to put my picture up and give me free full fucking promotion, bitch? Like I give a fuck about anything you got going on, nigga. You got knocked upside your head. And obviously, them goddamn brain cells got knocked loose, motherfucker. And you mad, but you look more like Bobby Brown, bitch. And I ain't never fucking smoked the heroin pipe. Obviously, you smoked one, bitch. That's why you up here arguing with Jay Wilson. Bitch, is you crazy? Is you crazy, nigga? Is you crazy? Yeah, you drinking, smoking, cracked out, and all kind of shit. Thinking a motherfucker ain't gonna talk about it on YouTube, bitch. Let's go. Let's go, nigga.
I came on here first, not you.
You came out here to get this dick in your ass, nigga. That's what the fuck you came to do, and you gonna take it. Now bend your ass over, motherfucker.
Well, you ugly.
You want, but you got my picture up there. But you got my picture on your community board, bitch. So who ugly? And I can take time any motherfucking day, bitch. I can take time any motherfucking day, bitch. And guess what? I ain't got the face, drunk ass sissy.
My motherfucking team.
That's my man, you drunken bitch. You slurring down, bitch. You slurring down, bitch. Shut up and go to rehab, bitch. They try to make me go to rehab. You ugly motherfucker. Fuck you. Lady, y'all over here crying over fucking time.
I gotta look at my phone.
Shout out to Yolanda, bitch.
Around the apartment, that look at that messy ass apartment, naked. Okay, in a messy ass apartment, junky ass apartment. I think you are a junkie. So therefore, you are the only thing that you can resort to is YouTube, because when it comes to you, I ain't like you, Lady Dimples, baby. Hey, it is what it is. Go on. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm talking to Jay Wilson. That's it.
Anyway, go ahead, Castro. You seem like you have a lot to get off your chest this morning.
I didn't have a lot to get off my chest, but I was just talking to you.
Yeah, Castro, you are drunk. You are inebriated.
I'm not
just
drunk.
learn your words. Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I don't feel like that. I feel like
you are inebriated.
Do I need to get on camera? I mean, oh my goodness. Like, can you guys see me? Oh my goodness. I don't feel like you guys can see me.
Okay, let me make sure, because you might do a Rico. All right. Yeah. You still look drunk. I mean, just because you're showing your face, you're slurring your words, Castro. And what's really going on with you, man? I mean, you seem like you said that you done broke up with another ex, and what's really going on?
Ain't nothing going on, Jay.
Oh yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot.
And,
It's a lot. And I hope it's 2026 and I hope we get it together.
but you know what, Jay? I'm surprised you haven't called Lady Dimples out on her trash. Like, look, have you seen her lately? Oh my goodness,
No, I haven't.
girl. No, nigga. I was wrong in my pronouncings. So when it comes to lady Dimples, aka Lady Nigga, girl, you ain't doing nothing different than what I'm doing, baby.
So what did
Please
Lady
get out of here.
Dimples do to you? What did Lady Dimples do to you?
Calling me out about certain shit that I wasn't even, ready to even, bring it to her attention. That was not me.
Castro, you seem like you're going through a whole lot. I mean, what possessed you to click on Tommy's link last night?
Because I did it. Because I wanted to. It didn't matter.
Okay, so I'm assuming you want him to go to jail because he shouldn't even be talking to you. Y'all shouldn't even be in proximity of each other.
Well, I haven't seen him in months. I just decided to hit the link.
You just decided to hit the link. So you done broke up with your ex and you decided to click his link.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, what was the cause of you and your ex breaking up? I thought you were in a good place.
But can I ask you, how are you and Mark?
We're doing very well. As a matter of fact, we'll be taking a train ride and we're doing a cruise. So we're doing very well.
Well, I was hoping that you would show that on, YouTube.
I don't have to. That's not what. But Mark is not a part of YouTube. Mark has his own thing, so he doesn't.
Well, he is a part of YouTube, Jay.
But again, I told you and Tommy, if your relationship was important, then you should take it off YouTube. I remember telling you that, but you didn't listen. And now y'all want to blame the beef sector for all of y'all stuff, but you didn't listen. I said, Castro, call the police on that man. If that man is coming to your house unannounced,
Mark kissing you
you didn't, Castro, and the man wound up assaulting you.
He kissed you in the face. We seen that. That was boo. I ain't hating on that at all.
What are you talking about, Castro? You are belligerent right now. What are you talking about? We don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm not belligerent.
So what are you talking about? Because it seems like you want to get a lick back here today, but it's not working, Castro. Because honestly, you know what? Honestly, I've given you nothing but really good suggestions, but you didn't listen. And now you're in this situation and you want to blame everybody. When do you take accountability for what you've done?
Okay, well, Jay Wilson, who am I blaming?
Because last night y'all was blaming the beef sector. And then you had the audacity to say, well, I hope you hide the video because you know if Jay Wilson sees it. Well, it was too late. Everybody saw it, including Yolanda. And you know what she did. And see, you so concerned about me, but Yolanda is screen recording and shot and everything. Because see, I'm not trying to send nobody to jail. I'm not trying to make somebody life miserable and trying to get them arrested and do all of this stuff. So I just don't get it. I just really don't. But anyway, go ahead, Castro. And by the way, before I let you speak, I don't appreciate the fact that I'm like, hey man, what's going on with your head? I see that you have something on your head, and then all of a sudden, you bringing that energy in 2026? No, you came on camera with a whole knot on your head. And you don't think nobody saw that?
Wilson, I don't see that in my vision. So therefore,
well, it was there. It was there. So my thing is, did you take care of it? Did you get that checked on, Castro? Because it could be something serious.
Why are you worried about it for? I'm just asking.
No. I'm asking because it could be something serious. You know, you got injured in that area.
How
I mean,
look,
so
it's Mark
yeah,
liking you get online being petty and messy. It's Mark liking that.
nobody's being
I
messy and
believe
petty
I
because you
believe
had
that
a whole
I
knot
believe
on
that
your
Mark
head.
feels
That
like
is
that
not
you
being
are
messy
taking a
and
lot of
petty.
your
You
time
said
from
on
him
camera with
on
a whole damn
YouTube.
knot on your
That's
head,
what it
Castro.
is.
That's
That's
not
what it
being
is.
messy
That's
and
what it
petty.
is.
Are you
Mark feels
serious?
like that you are taking too much
Are you
time.
serious? Are
Okay,
you serious?
you are
That's
taking too much
not being
time on
messy
YouTube.
and petty, Castro. It's called taking care of yourself. You had a whole knot on your head like nobody didn't see that. And did you take care of it? Because it could be something serious. Do you care enough
Yeah.
about yourself to go check on yourself to see if you're okay?
But at the
That ain't
same
being
time, like I
messy.
said, like I
That's
told
being
you,
messy. That's being
Look,
responsible.
Mark is
What's wrong
concerned
with
about
you?
what
That's
you are
being
doing
responsible.
right now on
Okay.
YouTube because you're not giving him. You're not getting him much attention. You got so much time for YouTube, but you ain't when it comes to your man. You say you got a man, right? You say they got you got a man, right? Jay Wilson, you got a man? Got a man? I'm asking you. Got a man?
I do, Castro. So what
Oh,
it has to do with you?
well, you know what? He ain't look from what I
Well,
see.
well,
Hey,
you know
he ain't
what? But
liking.
what you see, but answer this question.
He
Answer
ain't
this
liking what
question.
you doing
Why
right now
can't
on
you keep a
YouTube.
man,
Your
Castro?
man
See,
ain't
you
like what you doing
asking
on
me.
YouTube.
I've had my
Your
man
man
since
ain't
day
liking
one.
what you
My
doing on
question to you,
YouTube.
Castro, is
You
why
better
can't you
understand
keep
that.
one?
You better
Why
understand that.
can't you keep one?
My
Castro, why
man,
do you
look,
have an
my
ex
look,
right
girl, I
now?
get on the
Why
camera
do
for
you
your
have
ass,
an
baby.
ex
I
right
ain't
now,
got
Castro?
I ain't got
My
no brag.
question
Look,
to you
I ain't
is,
scared about it.
why can't you keep a man? Why do you have an ex right now? See, you always worried about me, but I
I
can
don't
keep a
have
man.
an ex. I
Why
don't
can't you keep
have.
one? Why can't you keep one? Why can't you keep a job? Why can't you keep a driver's license? Why can't you keep your SNAP benefits? See, those are the questions you need to be asking yourself because you asking me the wrong one. Because see, I tend to keep my shit. Why can't you keep your shit? See, that's the question you need to ask. You ain't reading up here, ho. You need to ask yourself the question, why can't you keep shit? Okay, I thought so. Because see, what you're not going to do is come up here and act the fool. Are you jealous of my relationship? Are you jealous because you can't see into my relationship because I'm smart enough not to bring it on? We told you not to bring Tommy over here. We told you to keep Tommy under wraps. But did you do it? Hell no. As soon as he got doxxed, he was blaming the B sector and you. And we have seen how you treat your relationships. So the last person you need to be lecturing about a relationship is me. I don't know if your mic is down or what, but what you're not going to do is act a fool. He can come back up if he can get back up. I don't know what's going on. Castro, is your mic on?
So just make sure Mark is fine.
Mark is at work, but make sure you get a man and can keep him. That's what you need to do.
I'm just saying. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at anybody. Why should I be mad? Why should I be mad at you? I'm not mad at you. I'm perplexed
Jay Wilson, I
that
don't
you
hate
don't
you.
like
I don't
Tommy,
hate
but
you,
yet
Jay
you
Wilson.
clicking on his link.
Listen to me,
And it
Jay
seems
Wilson.
like
I
y'all
don't
have
hate
a
you.
codependent relationship. That's
Jay
all.
Wilson, I don't hate you at all. I don't hate you. I just don't like the things you say to me. I don't like the things you say to me. I don't like that.
Are they wrong?
Sometimes they can be wrong.
Well, what was wrong? What is wrong?
Some of the things you
Well,
said.
let's talk
You know
about
what
it.
you said.
So
You know
what's
what you said.
wrong?
You know what you said. I don't have to announce the things
No,
that
no,
you
no,
have
no. If you
said.
say that there's
I
something
don't have to
wrong,
announce
and then
those
I
things.
ask you
I don't have to
what's
announce
wrong,
those things.
and then you say that you don't want to talk about it, then really nothing may be wrong. You may be just embarrassed.
No, I'm not embarrassed, baby. If I
So
was
what's
embarrassed, I
wrong?
would be on your panel, baby. I would be on here talking to you if I
So
was
what's
embarrassed,
wrong?
baby. I take look.
Let me break
I
it down.
take
Let me
full
break it down with
accountability for
you.
what I
Let me
do
break
right
it
now
down with you. So Castro,
on your
why are
show.
you
If
so
I'm making you
upset
some
with
money,
me?
I'm making you some money. I ain't making look. You ain't making me no money. I'm making you some money. Okay, so it's a
Castro,
privilege. It's a
Castro, even
privilege.
on
It's a
your channel,
privilege. It's a privilege. You
Castro,
treat look. You should be
Castro
bowing
making
down
you
to
money
me. You
for the
should be
mere fact
bowing
that you over
down to
here.
me.
No money
I'm
for them
just
four
saying.
people over there. Them four people over there looking at you and you doing that singing. Castro, please. The most money you made this year with that light going on and off, you clapping like that. And you clapping to keep that light on. Child, move on. Boy, please. Okay, next.
Okay, Jay
Next.
Wilson, but you don't have anything else after that though. That's my thing. It's
Next.
like, damn.
I'm just asking you because I asked you one
It seems
simple
like you like
question.
me though. I think
What
you
was
like me a
wrong?
lot. I think you like me a
What's
lot, a
wrong?
whole lot.
Hold on. What
You
was
like me a
wrong?
lot,
And you
like I
can't
like
answer
you.
that?
You like me a
You
lot.
can't
You like
answer
me a
that?
lot.
No, absolutely not. I'm disappointed because you could do much better. And that's the sad
You
part
are
about it. You
disappointed.
can
You
do
always get
much
in my
better.
motherfucking ass. So like you my daddy,
You
like
can do
you
much
old enough.
better.
You
You
are
can do
enough.
maybe
You
if
are
you
old enough
had
to be
your
my
daddy,
daddy.
you would be doing much better. Maybe that's the case.
Look, you are old enough to be my
That's what you
daddy.
probably need. Instead of trying to get a daddy or a zaddy, maybe you need that. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why you don't like me. But my thing is, Castro, you can do much better. And you choose not to. And you choose to
But
go
you want
on
to tear
people's
me
channel
down. You
and
want to
click.
tear me
But
down.
anyway,
You want to tear
Castro,
me
hey,
down.
you're a
Keep
grown
on tearing
man.
me
You do
down.
what you want to
Just
do.
like everybody else. Keep on tearing me down. I'm fine with that. It's cool. It's cool.
Nobody
It's
ain't
cool.
tearing you down, Castro. You have done a good job of doing that yourself. You let that man put hands on you. You sat there and drank all of that beer. Y'all sit there and do that. Nobody did that. That's what you did. So stop trying
Well,
to
that's what
blame
you
everybody.
are.
You have
Jay
done
Wilson, can I
enough
say
of
this?
tearing down yourself
Can I say this?
of
Yeah,
anything. Nobody's done that but you.
Can I talk? Can I say,
Go
can
ahead,
I talk?
Castro. Go ahead.
Well, that's what you assume. That's what you assume. That's what you may have seen, but at the same time, that's what it. That's what it. That's wasn't what it was. It wasn't what it was when you saw that. But I guess you got your own opinion, so it is what it is. Like,
Well,
I
what
can't
was
stop people thinking what you seen.
Well, what was the Castro? If it wasn't what it was, then what was it?
It was just two people dealing with certain things. That's it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Two different people dealing with two different things that
No, I
results to
said
violence
no. I didn't say
and
that. I
somebody
didn't say
being
that.
injured.
I said it was two. It was two people dealing with certain things. That's what I said.
Okay.
That's what I said. And you, I mean, why would you want me? Why would you want me to make me? Why would you want me to think something different? Like it was what it was. You saw it. You saw it, and you had a judgment about it. You had it. You, I mean, you ain't wrong about it. I mean, it was what it was. But at the same time, in certain points, you was kind of like you wasn't. You know, you was on certain points, but you wasn't. You wasn't not. Right on certain. When it came to certain things, you wasn't.
So I was wrong to say, Castro, you should have went into the house and called the police. You shouldn't have tried to engage that person. And then all of a sudden that situation happened.
Ain't talking about that.
But that's the whole point. No one has the right to put their hands on you.
Okay,
But
Jay Wilson.
in the interim,
Jay Wilson.
you handle that.
Wilson,
you handle that situation.
Jay Wilson, I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna end it, get off of here with that because I feel like you're going to a place where I don't want to go. So therefore, thank you, my brother.
All right.
Can you drop me down?
I can. People don't want to take responsibility. You see this? You see this foolery? You taking me to a place where I don't want to go and all of that. But that same place you don't want to go, you click on that man's link. And now you fighting with him again. On YouTube. Make it make sense. I'm making you money. No, you're going to go right on your platform. You're going to talk about me, which you have every right to get traction. Yeah, Castro likes the attention. Yeah, he likes the attention. That's why I don't even care anymore, because they don't care anymore. I'm here. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You gonna come on my panel and say, well, we can talk about anything except that. Well, that's what we was talking about. And we just don't understand why you clicking on somebody's link who you don't like. Yeah. Oh, I see Binary is here. Let me tell you something, Binary. I don't know what you're trying to think, even for 99 cents, but okay. Okay, Binary. All right. All right. Let me give y'all an example of something. There is a club that charges. That club is very empty because most of the clubs are free. The only reason why that club is surviving is because they stay open until 5 o'clock in the morning. But if you are a drinker, you're going to go home because whether you stay open 5 o'clock in the morning or not, it's $5. And all I'm saying is, ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, Binary. So, yeah. So I haven't been over because at the end of the day, yeah. I done been in the B sector for a minute and I'm not doing this membership shit. And then, 99 cents. So I don't know what the hell you've been talking about or doing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you all. Let me tell y'all something with Castro. It is what it is. He went on over there to Tommy's channel. I was surprised Tommy let him up on the platform, knowing that because of his assault, he would even be dealing with the man like that. Then Tommy gets up there and says, yeah, I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have put my hands on you. I'm like, Tommy, are you serious? You have a whole court case, a whole active court case. And you just said that? I'm like, wow. So, yeah, I just sat there and sat back and watched. And then they'd be the first one say that y'all in our business and y'all trying to break us up and do this and this and this. And this is what I was, targeting Castro with, because they're blaming the beef sector. At least Tommy was blaming the beef sector for his demise. The beef sector had nothing to do with that. That was all y'all. Nobody didn't tell you to go over that man's house. Just crazy. So anyway, I just look at this stuff, and at the end of the day, I don't hate anybody. And Castro, I don't hate you, but do stuff a little bit different. Why are you going over that man's platform? Now Castro talking about he got an ex and he depressed and stuff, and I'm like, an ex? Didn't you just get out something traumatic and now you jumping in? So anyway, and then had the nerve to ask about my relationship. Well, my relationship is not for the YouTube consumption, and I'm fine. But that's what he wants, and he's very focused on my relationship. But I'm like, why? It just don't make no sense. So yeah, it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on, and I hope these young men get it together, because again, they have too much going on to be just doing this kind of stuff. And these are not teenage boys, y'all. These people are in their mid-30s. They about to touch 40 in a couple of years. What's really going on? Yes. Castro, you on? What you got to say? Hold on for a minute, y'all. So Castro, you on? What's up? Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, put a 1 in the room. I don't know if it's Castro's mic or not. Yes, for the attention. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, please put a 1 in the room, because I don't know if it's me or Castro's mic. Okay, y'all can hear me. So Castro, what's going on with you? It's your mic. So what you got to say? You clicked on the link. What's going on? Okay, Castro, I guess you can come back and click on the link. I guess it's your audio that's goofing up because the people hear me. And then he talking about something, well, you watching me, you damn Skippy. Baby, I was watching you when that light kept going out and you kept on clapping. Baby, that thing had me hollering. Baby, it was like clap, clap, clap on, clap, clap, clap off. It was a lot going on. Y'all give me a minute here. Okay, y'all. Hold on for a quick minute here. Okay, Castro, you're on.
I'm back.
Okay, yeah, we see you.
Okay,
Yeah, we see you.
that's good. So what was the conversation about again? I kind of forgot a little bit. After we got that little,
I don't know, Castro. So anyway, how's your apartment search going?
I don't have apartment search going.
Oh, I thought you was looking for one at one time. Okay.
No, but you know what? It really was about you, how you were, how you come at people, and it seemed like you come off at people you're like you come off as if you haven't did anything. And Jay Wilson, you have to understand. You please
I
think
run a show, Castro. I'm not emotionally attached to you. I run a show. I'm here for coin. I'm just honest and upfront with that. So again, I'm not your counselor. I'm not that. I'm here for coin. Go ahead.
I want to show it all. You don't want to show it all. You don't want to show it all. You are just being your simpler old plain old self, and that's what we see. We see that.
That's great. Okay.
Now, why did I get knocked down?
Because you weren't saying anything. Okay. So now he said, why did I get knocked down? So Castro, Castro, you gotta say something.
I was talking to you, and you just, you got me on.
No, I said we could not hear you, Castro. We could not hear you.
Okay. Oh, who is that? Is that Vivian?
It's Vivian. Yeah, it's Vivian. It's Vivian. You had a lot to say about her too.
It's me. And what? Listen, it's too early in the damn morning for all this deflecting. Y'all come over here willfully and give Jay Wilson all your business. I told you Jay Wilson and James Caldwell are the YouTube whisperers. He come over here and you give him all your business willfully.
I'm going to be nice.
He don't ask for it. You give it to him. You volunteer to be a victim. And you're no victim because you volunteering for this. Now stop playing the damn victim and grow the hell up and get some up about your life, sir.
Okay, you know what? Okay, Vivian, I wish I could be like you and Jay Wilson. I wish I could be like you and Jay Wilson. Y'all already established. I wish I could be like that. Okay, I'm a young.
Hold up. Go ahead, Castro. Speak. You a young what?
I'm a young man. I'm trying to get there where y'all at. Okay. So
Castro, how old are you again?
33. I ain't like the other niggas that's around me. They want to hide their ages. I'm 33. I'm gonna be 34 in July.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
So why do you think
you're not established? You said that you're not established. So why do you think you're not established?
Because I don't want to announce it to the world, but I just know I know what I need to handle, and what's not handled right now is a problem. So it is what it is.
So when
Sir,
are you
let me
gonna
give you a
handle?
little
Because
bit of advice.
if you know you gotta handle stuff, so what do you gotta handle? And I mean, what you don't have to tell me what you gotta handle, but how long it's gonna take for you to handle it? Because you
Hell,
5 years from
Jay
30.
Wilson,
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know.
about a
Jay
couple of
Wilson.
years
I
from
don't know. Jay
35,
Wilson.
huh?
I don't know, Jay Wilson. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Jay Wilson.
So what do you want to happen in
Sir, let me give you
2026,
a
guys?
little bit of advice. Jay
Hold on,
Wilson, let me
hold on, Vivian. We having a conversation here. Hold on for a minute. So what do you want to happen in 2026, Castro? To be honest, what do you want for 2026? And how do you plan to get there? Do you have a plan? And that's not
Jay
shady. That's
Wilson,
the
Jay
honest to
Wilson,
God question.
Jay Wilson, Jay Wilson, honestly, I'd rather not talk about that. So can we just move
Well,
past?
if you don't want to talk about it, first of all, you don't want to talk about Tommy. So we're not talking about Tommy
We're
right
not
now.
talking about Tommy.
Now
We're not talking about Tommy.
we're talking about forecasting in 2026 and how do you plan to get to where you want in 2026, and you don't want to talk about that. So Castro,
I
it's
don't want
not
to talk
hard, it's
about
not
that.
simple.
Can you respect that? As a man, as a
So
grown
what
ass
do
man,
you want to talk about,
you already know
Castro?
that.
What do you want to talk about? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to dictate what we talk about. And I've already honored one of your requests, but something as simple as what do you plan to do in 2026? And that's an issue. So what do you want to talk about, Castro?
Okay, Jay Wilson, just go ahead and drop me, man. Just go ahead and drop me, man.
Well, no, I'm
Because
not gonna drop you because you clicked up here.
I feel
Well,
like
my
you.
thing is, what do you want to talk about? I'm giving you the chance to talk about something that you may want to talk about.
I'm done talking about it. I'm done talking about it. I already
Castro, you're
said
being
what I
very
said.
passive aggressive today, and
I'm
I don't
not
know
being
why.
passive
You
aggressive.
clicking on
I'm being
links,
very,
but
very nice. Look,
and this is what you're gonna do. You're
and
gonna
so
go
you
click
trying
on
to
your
flip
link,
it,
which I
Jay
have no
Wilson.
problem with.
You trying
You're
to
gonna
flip
go
it on
click
me.
on your
Jay
link,
Wilson,
and you're
just
gonna
drop
talk
me. Just
about how
drop me.
bad we treated
Just
you
drop
and
me.
all of
Just
this
drop
stuff.
me. Jay Wilson, you don't like me anyway, so just drop me. Just drop me. Just drop me. Just
How
drop
you
Jay
me.
know I don't
Wilson,
like you?
hold
I
on,
mean, I
Jay.
don't know you.
It's
Before he
cool.
go, I want to give some practical advice, baby. I'm going to say this. It's 2026. I need you to write a plan. I need you to get you a piece of paper. The Bible says you write it down and you make it plain. That's the only way it's going to happen, honey. I need you to get you a book, a piece of paper or something. Write down what your long-term goals are for 2026. Write 3 of them, baby. Don't write a whole lot, just write 3. Then you figure out what short-term goals will get you to your long-term goals. That's all you need to do. Let's just say one of your long-term goals is you want to save $5,000 for the year. You write that down as a long-term goal. How can that get you? How can your short-term goal get to you? Then you put down my short-term goal is I want to save $3 a week.
Well,
Start
baby,
with $3
it's a
a week.
hard
That's
time
all I'm
getting there.
saying.
Baby, it's a hard time getting. It's a hard time getting there.
And I understand it's a
Everybody
hard
don't make
time,
that
baby.
money.
But guess
But
what?
Castro,
If you got it written
but
down,
you
you
gotta
see
start
it.
somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. You act like you the only one who had hardships and issues. I mean, I got laid off from a 6-figure job and had to do what I had to do to make it. So everybody has challenges. Either you're gonna be proactive or reactive. And that's the bottom line. So my thing is, what are you gonna do? Because sitting there talking about it, but not putting anything into action, it'll be 2027 and you'll be in the same situation. So what are you going to do to move forward? Because you can do something and it may not be major, but you got to do something. Castro, you getting ready to touch 35. And before you know it, 40 will be here and you'll be in the same situation. And that's on the real. And I'm not trying to be nasty. That's real. That's real.
Just drop me, Jay Wilson. Just drop me. Just
Jay
Castro,
Wilson,
what do you want? Wait, hold on. What do you want? What do you want? Because you clicked on the link. What do you want? Do you want acceptance? Do you want people to side with you? What do you want? You want something. What do you want?
I just want better for myself. That's it.
Well, if you want better for yourself, then do better for yourself. And everybody should want that. So at least you want better for yourself. But then how do you get in the direction to do that? And Castro, you seem to know what holds you back from doing that. So my thing is, what do you do? And how do you get there? And it's not me trying to make a mockery of you. I'm very serious. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not calling you out of your name. I'm not saying any all of this stuff and going at you. But my thing is, what do you want for yourself? Because again, I'm always gonna ride and live with you. I'm just not gonna ride and die with you.
Mm-mm.
And a lot of the stuff that you've been doing is death. I mean, in a sense, you know. And I'm like, well, why? Why do you do this? Why do you put yourself in this position to deal with somebody who you think is volatile towards you? You know?
I know that. You know, I feel like a lot of things that I said, I shouldn't have said, but you know, it's all right. I'm trying to get myself together. But you know, Vivian, you know, all the shit that happened between me and you, you know, it is what it is. You know, it happens. But you know, I didn't really too much mean that.
Well, everybody makes mistakes.
I ain't never had to go through that what you went through. So that's, you know, that's something that's heavy on you right now to this day. You know, but I ain't gonna lie, I feel like you was taking Jay Wilson's side. That's why I came at you like I did.
Well, it's really not a side, Castro. Like I said, I mean, my thing is you all come on YouTube. And I'm being real right now because you said you want to better yourself. And my thing is, I'm here for that. But the last time I told you, okay, Castro, these are some things that you may want to do, then you get agitated and irritated. And it's like, well, those are some things you're going to have to do to really move ahead.
You did tell me that.
What? I didn't hear you. What you said?
So I say you did tell me that.
Yeah, I mean, nobody is hating you, Castro. But my thing is, some things it's just perplexing to people, and then a lot of people think that you're up here for attention and all of that stuff. And you know, it is what it is. I don't know. I don't read your mind. I mean, I can just see what you do. But my thing is, you know, you clicked on Homeboy's channel, and I'm like, you know, first of all, I didn't think that was smart on his part. I don't think that's smart on his part. He got an active case. Why you clicking to let people on your lane? But again, you can't tell folks that.
Yeah, wasn't can I tell you this? You know, I go through certain things, and I don't, you know, always put it out there. But you know, you guys may figure it out by what I say. You know. And I hope you understand it, but you know, I don't know if you guys understand it or not.
So you going through depression?
Depression.
Yeah, you sound very melancholy. You sound very despondent. Are you going through depression?
No, I just feel a ways about how I have came on in here and displayed myself. So therefore, you know, it is what it is. I don't like that. You know, I don't like saying what I said to Vivian. I don't like what I said to you. You know, it is what it is. But at the same time, I meant what I said to you because you said, you know, you said certain things that kind of like, oh my goodness, like why would you say that? And I never came at you. I never came at you, Jay Wilson. I never came at you, but you came at me. You came at me always.
Okay, but when I came at you, you know, what did I say that triggered you for you to say, well, this is why I did what I did? Because the only thing I've told you again, Castro, I mean, is take your relationship off, do X, Y, Z, because maybe somebody went through some stuff and know firsthand that it's not going to work out, you know. I mean, Castro, you've done some stuff. I'm like, well, why would you call that man at the restaurant while that man on a date? Because it don't look good. But that y'all do that kind of stuff. And if you don't think people don't talk about it, it's crazy.
I would just say it wasn't. I would just say it wasn't. It was just about the universe. I mean, it just happened in the universe. It just happened.
You just randomly called them. You didn't know that they were on a date. It just happened that
No,
way.
I didn't know.
Wow,
I didn't
that's
know.
deep.
But I don't want to add that person into this.
Well, I don't want to add a person to it, but y'all did.
Well, yeah, we did.
Yeah. And then Castro, my thing is, you dealt with a person who put you butt ball naked with an object in the bed doing stuff. And I'm like, damn. And Castro, you a grown man. If you want to do that, that's fine. But, you look at that kind of stuff and I'm like, do you think that person has your best interest at heart when they put stuff out there like that about you?
I mean, they may not.
They
didn't.
And see, you thinking that, you on that person's side. I was on that person's side when that person was trying to do something with his life.
Well, can I ask you this though? Did you have the best interest? Did you have the best interest at heart when you was going in on me?
Well, why did I go in on you?
A lot of times, you did.
Well, why do you think I went in on you though?
Because of
what I was having an honest conversation.
Because of what I was doing, and you seen what I was doing, and you talked about it. But at the same time, Jay Wilson, I done seen people talk about you, and I didn't even come on my live and say what they said about you. But you got on your live, and you.
But when have people saying stuff about me ever dealt with me to the point? Because it doesn't really matter. Because again, I don't talk behind the scenes with these people. I don't know these people. The only thing these people can do is speculate. And they can do that. And that's perfectly fine with me. It's a lot of people. But my thing is, your stuff was in real time. Your stuff was happening right then and there. And my thing is, why? I mean, Castro, call the cops. You said, no, I ain't going to do that because I don't want nobody to go to jail. Well, he went to jail anyhow. It was inevitable. It was going to happen one way or the other. But look what had to happen for him to realize that this is some serious shit and this ain't no show no more. And what happened to you should have never happened. But because no one wants to listen, I told that person, hey, man, you need to get off of live because they're trying to dox you. And then they doxed you. They doxed him rather, and he blames you. Well, we were trying to tell him to get off, but he wouldn't listen. He blocked me. So I'm like, so how can you blame folk? And that's why folk look at y'all with the side eye, because again, it's not like the red flags and the warning signs haven't been there and people told you, hey, you need to do XYZ, man. Why are you sitting there allowing this to happen? When that shit happened, I was like, Castro, why? Why? It don't even look good. Why? Why would you let somebody do that to you to try to devalue you? And that's what he was doing. Without realizing that he was devaluing his own self for even trying to do what he was trying to do. And it gets to the point where, well, hell, if you don't care, then I don't care either. People say a lot of stuff about me, Castro, but again, I go to work every day. I'm not behind the scenes with these people. I mean, the only person who put hands on me is my dog, and that was in play. And I mean, it is what it is. And I thought that was fun. So that don't bother me because it is what it is, But go ahead.
It's time for me to get on down.
Okay. You don't have anything else to say?
I don't.
Jay, can I just tell him this? Castro, baby, you got to respect yourself because it's all about respecting yourself. And then the other thing is, you can't worry about what people say about you. Stop trying to defend yourself to people that you don't have to. That's part of the problem too, baby. You defended yourself to folks you don't have to defend yourself to. Baby, stop trying to defend yourself. Just live your life, sweetheart, and live it to the best.
I accept that, baby. I accept that.
Live your life and live it to the best, sweetheart. You can do this.
I will ride and live with you, Castro, but I'll be damned if I ride and die with you.
I know you ain't riding die with me. 'Cause
I'm
you know
saying, you know what? Do what you gotta do.
you are
You know
Jay Wilson.
that it's
Listen,
2026.
look,
Go ahead.
Jay Wilson, listen to your own words. You are a rider live, so you gonna only ride when it comes to certain lives. When it comes to you,
Well, Castro, I'm not gonna ride with you if you're self-destructive. I'm not gonna ride with that. I'm not gonna ride with somebody putting hands on folks. I'm not riding with that. I'm not riding with someone who's not going to invest in themselves. I mean, I'm going to encourage, but that's what I mean by that. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and encourage you to do stuff that's going to be self-destructive to you. Why?
right?
And everything that I really told you has been for your benefit, even though you didn't like what I had to tell you. But it's been, and maybe because y'all don't like me, and that's fine. And maybe I am messy and I do X, Y, Z. But when I'm serious and when I'm focused about saying, hey man, this is what you got to do better for yourself. That's real. And y'all got to decipher between shady, messy, and real. And my thing is, that's the biggest thing. There are some things right now, Castro, that you can get in that is between 6 and 9 weeks. That if nothing else, it can get you to make the money so you can do what you want to do. It may not be what you want to do right now, but it will put you in a direction where you can do what you want to do in the future. And sometimes, Castro, you got to crawl before you can walk. I mean, sometimes you got to be a CNA before you can be a nurse, at least to see if that's what you want to do. But you got to start somewhere.
Jay Wilson, can I say this to Vivian? Vivian, I know what I said, but I didn't mean that shit. Because at the same time, well, you had an experience, that can happen to me. It can happen to me. It has happened. It has not happened to me right now, but it can happen to me. So, I won't bring that up no more.
Castro, what's really going on? Because you really sound melancholy.
Oh, hold on. I accept your apology, but baby, I'm going to say this to you. With the love of Jesus Christ, I love you. I do. I don't argue with you because I understand you got some things going on. And sometimes we get a little bit upset. And it's, baby, I'm going to tell you this. I don't think it's the message that you don't like from Jay Wilson. I think it's the timing. At that time, you're not listening. And you just don't want to hear it at that time. But baby, you can't wait for somebody on YouTube to validate you. You got to validate yourself. Hold on, let me turn my camera on. I'm in my bathroom, y'all, so please be patient with me.
I can't.
Baby, you gotta validate yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You can't wait for us to, we agree with you, Castro. Everything you saying is right. Everything you say is not right. Okay? And you gotta take the chance to know you. Until you learn who you are, you're not going to be able to do the things. Listen, baby, I'm going to tell you this, and this is on auntie mode, and I tell my nephew the same damn thing. Write your plan down. I'm going to be on my channel later on, y'all, because I'm going to be in the news office this morning from 10 to 2. And I'm going to be talking about writing goals, and I'm going to show y'all me writing my goals down for 2026. Because I need y'all to come on, make these plans. Decide what you're going to do, and we're going to do it right. And I'll do it with y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I will do it with you. I want you to succeed. I want everybody in here to succeed. That's what he mean by we going to ride or live with you. We don't want you to die. That's the thing. We not going to
let me say this, Castro. I don't want you to die. And the thing with Castro, I know that you got talent and you got some things that you can do. But sometimes we let life and circumstances take us away from our goals. Let me say this, Castro. To be honest, this is the show. And what's going on personally and all of that stuff, I mean, first of all, personally, it's going very well. But even in the sad, Castro, because I can't even share that because people will dox the hell out of you. I can't even share that. But what I can say is that Castro, you're going to be turning 34 this year. You got a chance
Oh, I
to
don't have
change it and turn it around.
shit to show for it. I don't have shit to show for it.
You can turn it around, man. You got a chance to turn it around. And all you got to do is do it. And my thing is this. It don't matter what I think. It's really about what you think. And my thing is we can talk all day. But my thing is, Castro, you got to invest in yourself. And let me say this, Castro. Everybody done had some challenges. Like I said, I got laid off of a serious job. And you know what? People was telling me to sell my house, but God ain't tell me to do that. And now what the devil stole, he has to get back 7 times. And that's real. That's real. And see, I didn't have a complex going to drive Uber and doing Airbnb because I'm from practical means. So it doesn't bother me to do that. I had to have some goals. I had to realize that, hey, you're not where you were. You can't do X, Y, Z. You have to build up to that point. And that's what I had to do. So me telling you this stuff is not me not understanding what people go through. Now, I may not have gone through a lot of challenges that you've gone through, but people have gone through challenges. And my thing is you have to focus on investing in you. And let me tell you something. It wasn't no shame in my game. I said I'll scrub a toilet if it's going to keep me in my house because it ain't no shame. And that's why I didn't worry about what people were saying at the time. Now, I'm still driving the Uber and the Lyft to some of these people, and I took it as a badge of honor.
And the other thing is, Castro,
Hold
you
on,
might have to,
what were you saying? Hold on, Castro. What were you saying? What were you saying, Castro? I'm sorry.
Vivian, I promise you I didn't mean what I said in the chat. I didn't mean I was just getting back at I was just getting back at Jay, and I was just mad at that moment. But I didn't mean that.
So why were you mad, Castro? So you think that I did something personally, which, Castro, I know I can piss people off. I know I can. And that's the character. But not being in character right now, being serious right now. Castro.
Being serious with you?
Invest in you. I don't know who told you that you may not have been able to do it or you can't do it. I don't know. But you got to get that out your mind. You have to say, I can. I have to. And like I said, Castro, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, people can say what they want. I'm learning from my past, living in my present, and preparing for my future. And that's what you got to do. And that's all I'm saying.
Jay Wilson, imagine dealing with something that you can't shake off. It's something that you are born, you have been born with. So therefore, when people see you as you are, they're gonna call you what they call you. Just like you have called me what you called me, and other people have called me. So therefore, I gotta deal with it. It's what it is. What it is. I don't get offended by it, but it's what it is. If you're slow, you're slow.
Well, my thing is this, though, Castro. Okay, so you have that, but you're having a conversation with me right now. Castro, you can do what you need to do. Like I said, this show is this show. And this is why I tell some people, sometimes you got to step back from YouTube because sometimes you have to. And just like you said some stuff about Vivian, you didn't mean to. I get it. But my thing is, I'm telling you, Castro, that you got to invest in you. And I hear what you're saying.
And I promise you, I didn't mean to. I promise you, I really didn't mean to say that about Vivian Mamas.
And you know what, though? Vivian has said that thing is gone and forgotten. But my thing is, Castro, I understand. But what are you going to do, Castro?
I'm going to say this, Jay. Castro, I've taught, you forget. When I told you, I taught special needs children in school. I did. That's what I did. Baby, I've had kids that have been declared mentally retarded. And guess what? Their cognitive skills were low, but those babies were putting together computers. When I say putting together computers. You can do this, Castro. You can find a trade that you can do. There are programs that you can get in that you can do. And I'm going to suggest this to you, darling. If you got a disability, all you have to do is go to your local vocational rehabilitation center. They will put you in a skill set and help you get a job that you'll be able to keep and function at and do and make good money. And it is no shame in going to Voc Rehab, because guess what? I went through Voc Rehab. I'm a disabled veteran. I went through Voc Rehab.
Hold on for a minute, y'all. We got Beans and Cornbread up. What's up, Beans and Cornbread?
Hey, how you doing, Pastor?
I'm doing well.
Good morning, darling.
Seville. Castro, let me say something to you. You are reaching out for help. We love you for that. I want you to hear me. All this AI that is coming into the fold right now, they're going to need people who can repair things, who can work on the electronics. Okay? Are you hearing me, Castro? I'm going to need you to get into one of these programs and become an electrician or some type of person involved in that arena. Because those machines, they're going to break down. They're going to need help with them. So, and where do you find those? In vocational programs. You're not dumb. You're not stupid. You know how we know? You can get your ass on here and log on every day and do the fool. Okay? If you can do that, you can surely muster up enough energy and ambition to get your ass some program in your mind, in your area, and enroll. You ain't going to have to worry about nothing. Jobs are going to come to you. Are you hearing me, Castro? Stop whining on this internet. Stop all this goddamn crying all over yourself. Okay? We love you. You are beef sector gold, baby. You are OG. You are beef sector. You get your ass in one of these programs.
Okay, so you're not dumb.
He's not.
You're not dumb. And I know people say things because, again, people are going to go to the target where it's going to hurt you the most. But at the end of the day, Beans and Cornbread is right.
I know what. I know. The accelerator talking fast. I know.
If you can sit your butt online and press a button and click of this and that, hell, half of this shit I don't even understand. I'm a lowly ass nurse. Half of it I have to ask one of my children to help me. You, baby, if you can get on camera, you a whole goddamn content creator. You have a channel of your own. I don't even have that. So stop it. You can do this. Get into one of these programs and become one of those individuals that can fix these machines. They say they coming for us and they coming after our jobs. At least they gotta have somebody to tinker with them.
Yeah, Castro, you gotta really figure out what you want to do. And my thing is, then you gotta do it, and it takes little steps. It's not Castro. I had to rebuild after that job. That was supposed to be my retirement job, and that thing was snatched from me.
I understand what you're saying, but it's just my.
Hold on for a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I understand what you're saying. It's just my stance. If I can hold on to a job when it comes to my bill.
Castro, if you have this certification that I'm telling you about, baby, you can start your own company. Okay? You won't need anybody.
I got a question though. Let me ask you a question, Castro. And I mean, so my thing is, have you, like you're talking to us now, have you sought out a Black African American person who you can sit down with and talk to, who is HIPAA compliant, who is licensed and certified to help you walk through a plan? Have you done that? Because see, Castro, you can talk to us all day, but if you don't talk to someone who can really, really help you, then it's almost like, okay, what? So go ahead. Have you talked to somebody?
I have that. I have that.
See, Castro, let me say this. We all need to talk to somebody. Let me tell you the difference between talking to people here and talking to somebody who's professional. See, tomorrow somebody can use this against you. Tomorrow somebody can tear you up. Tomorrow people can spill your tea. When you go talk to a licensed certified counselor, therapist, their whole goal is to really help you and to help you reach your goals and to help you think things through. And they are bound by the law to hold your privacy unless it's legal or law enforcement, something like that, court or law enforcement. And that's, that's rare. So my thing is, I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk to folk, but those are the people you really need to talk to. And Castro, that may be the first step into your breaking that chain to do that. But you've got to seek the help. And that's the whole thing, Castro. You have to. And my thing is, you got to unlock why. Because there's a reason why these things happen. And I always tell people childhood trauma morphs into adult mess when you grow up. And if you don't handle that childhood trauma, it'll bite you in the end. And so now you really got to do the work and say, okay, what is really going on? Why am I really feeling this way? Or what was the root of this? And how do I address it so I can move on? Because you're right, Castro, you can't get to your light until you deal with your darkness. And when you deal with that, I believe that you will hold a job. But I'm not going to say go get a job and mentally you're not there. I'm not going to say go get a job and you'll be off of it the next week. So you are right. So before we talk all of this good talk about what you need to do and all of this stuff, because we can talk till our faces blue, but until you start dealing and unpacking that shit, then it will always be an issue. And that's on the real. And Black people don't like to do that because it's a stigma. But we need to stop telling people it's no stigma in getting mental help because it's very important. Your spiritual health is important. Your financial health is important. But your mental health is even more important. And until you sort that out, you're right. You won't keep a job. So you are right on that, Castro.
And
But you got to go talk to somebody.
Castro, it's going to hurt. You're going to have to sit in it, baby. It's going to hurt like hell.
I'm scared of that.
It's going to hurt like hell, baby, but you're going to have to sit in it and you're going to have to deal with it. Now, I'm not telling you something that I don't know. I'm telling you from experience. You forget, I'm a disabled veteran. Y'all, I've spent time on the ward. I had to go and lay myself down at the hospital. But guess what? I went and dealt with mine. And baby, it's going to hurt like hell. And guess what? I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to come back and visit you again. But how you deal with it at first is going to help you how you deal with it later. And baby, you're going to have to find some help. You're going to have to find you a real therapist there. And I'm going to tell you, baby, it ain't no problem if you withdraw from YouTube for a minute to go take care of your mental health. That's the most grown-up thing I've ever seen anybody do. If they take time off of YouTube and go deal with their mental health and their medical, physical health to make sure that they're a stronger person when they come back. Baby, you might just have to do that, but it'll be all good.
And let me say this, Castro. You got to stop blaming yourself. Some of this stuff that we've gone through, we ain't had no control over. Some of this stuff that we've gone through for our trauma is that. And again, sometimes you got to look at people because some people did drop the ball. My thing is you got to really stop blaming yourself and get the help that you need. And it is painful to have to revisit stuff, Castro, but that's the only way you're going to get free from it because it's going to affect you either way. So either you can confront it and get free from it, or you can not confront it and find ways to mask it. And again, it comes to self-destruction. And let me say this, y'all, and this is not only Castro. Black people have gone through trauma, period. Just because of the color of our skins, we've gone through trauma. So everybody has dealt with it. Some people mask it different. And I'm not trying to make this, but we have. And if you don't think we haven't, we have. And then to compile other shit on this, it can be difficult. And this is why we're talking about this now, because some of us dealt with racism, some of us have dealt with SA, some of us seen DV happen. I mean, again, and we have not processed that stuff well. We have not talked about it. This stuff has been bottled up. And so we'll sex it out, we'll drink it out, we'll smoke weed out, we'll do all of that kind of stuff. And I think it's very important that we take care of our mental health. Go ahead, Castro. You were saying something?
I didn't hear you. What you're saying?
No, I said you were saying something. I was just saying that a lot of us have gone through situations that cause trauma just for the race. Some of us, our geographical locations and how we've been treated, and then to compound it with other stuff, it can be very daunting. And this is why we really need to, take care of our mental health. So that's what I'm saying. And y'all, it's not an excuse. But we have gone through a lot of stuff, and that's why we really need to go and talk about it. Sometimes, y'all, we done gone through racist situations and we don't even know it because it's so there that it's like we gotten used to it, and then compounding on things that have happened in our family lives. Like I said, some people have dealt with SA. I've known quite a few people who dealt with SA in the military. I've known people who dealt with DV with their own homes. So y'all, you see that stuff, you deal with that stuff, you compartmentalize it, but it's going to come back. And when you bury it, it just grabs roots and grow. And that's why you have to kind of destroy it. And that's why going to therapy, talking about this stuff, it takes the sting out of that. A lot of people are dealing with guilt and shame, and it's not your fault. And so that's what I'm saying. So go ahead, Castro. That's what we were saying. Go ahead.
Pastor, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Let me talk to you, Castro. I want to talk to your head right now. I'm a nurse. I just had a patient last night who tried to commit suicide. He has a wife and 2 children, and he was having issues with disability in his job. They trying to get rid of him because he got injured on the job, blah, blah, blah. Nonetheless, I told him that he was being selfish. And the reason I told him that he was being selfish was because he was going to try to commit suicide and leave his wife with the burden of taking care of those children alone. I said all of that to say this to you. And I'm telling you the same thing that I said to him. You need to man up. You got to man up. It's painful. It does not feel good at all. You a black man. You didn't ask for your position in this world. You didn't ask for it. It happened upon you. But here you are as a black man. Hold your head up. Grab your reins and do what you need to do. Stand up. Hold your head up. Look around. You asking for help. And that's where you are right now. That's where we are. We're offering you solutions. Same thing I said to the guy last night. Reaching out and saying, hey, I need help. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But what I want you to do now, I told you about this program. If it ain't nothing else you can do, you can sit your butt down and learn a trade. And guess what? You need to learn a trade that is going to be profitable for you. All this old crazy AI out here is coming along. What can you do with it? Profit off of it and make it work for you. You ain't got to have no goddamn college degree. You don't need to be a PhD or a master's in anything. Guess what, Castro? Everybody you see, everywhere you look, every time you turn your head, all these motherfuckers got problems just like you. They ain't no better than you. They act like it, they put on airs, and they try to act like they got it all going on, but they don't. That's what you need to understand. These motherfuckers is down in the goddamn dirt, just like me and you. They're no different. Okay? So what I'm gonna need you to do, Castro, is get out that bottle or that beer or whatever the hell you drinking on and pull yourself up and get your ass to this program and sign up. Okay? That's all. Ain't now one of us in here no better than any damn body else.
And
And if
Castro,
they say they are, they a damn lie. Everybody in here got a problem. All of us.
and let me
Every
say
last
this:
one of us.
no one hates you because
Yes.
again, let me say this: it's a time, and some of this is entertainment, but this ain't entertainment right now. And see, this is what bothers me because again, we do this entertainment, but people are hurting, and the reason why you clicked on because
Because he
there's a
reaching out
reason.
for help.
And my thing is this: I don't hate you. I don't hate Tommy. I don't, but my thing is there are some things that we see that is not show, and that concerns me. Um, when Homeboy was drinking that beer in that car, that was a concern to me. And you know how many people that could have triggered who have lost loved ones because somebody was behind a wheel drinking. And my thing is, it's not only because I was concerned because you were in the car, but he was driving the car. And then who knew who was down the road who could have been adversely affected. And so it affects just everybody. And I just think that that's what people really sense to say, hey, this ain't real. This is not show. And I'm gonna say this, Castro, we can say all of this. We can say all of this. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Castro, it's really up to you. And this is not Castro is a bad guy. I think Castro is a smart person to even bring it to the forefront because Beans and Cornbread is right. There are a lot of people who are going through some stuff. Some people handle things differently, but at the end of the day, what people are saying is, Castro, the couch is your friend. And don't need to be ashamed of that couch. Why don't you just try it and see? Don't take our word for it. Try it. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. But my thing is, I think you're going to see that there's a lot of stuff that you have bottled up that you never dealt with and that you really need to deal with. And this is not put Castro down. Again, I'm going to ride and live with you. And when you decide that, hey, I want to improve myself or get myself right in the right headspace so I can move forward, then that's good. Because I hear what you're saying, Castro, and you saying it without saying it, and I get it. And I'm not trying to guess, but it's enough to let me know that, some other people may have said that as well. But my thing is, who cares? What do you think about you?
That's right.
And you don't have to let what people say about you be your reality. And that's the real. So hopefully, Castro, in 2026, that you make some real strides and some real changes. But it's totally up to you. Nobody can make you do anything. You're a grown man, and it's up to you. But if you want to change something, then you will make that change. And change don't happen wishing, you got to actually make an effort. I did hear you say that it's painful and you don't want to revisit that. Well, if you can revisit it to be free, then I'm gonna say revisit it, because without revisiting, you still gonna relive it, and then at the end of the day, it keeps you shackled, it keeps you chained, so you can't really do the things that you want to do. So my thing is face it head on. Like Vivian say, do the work. It may be painful. It may bring up some stuff that you don't want to bring up, but I
And
guarantee you should have done it a long time ago, and you'll thank yourself for doing it later on.
you
What do you
show
think, Castro? What do you think? We said a lot, Castro. I want to hear from you. We said a lot, but what do you think, Castro? Let me tell y'all something. And Castro may not be on, his mic may be off, but let me tell y'all something about wasting time. Anytime that a person is above ground is unwasted time. Anytime somebody, yeah. So again, you all, I'm glad that Jesus didn't think that we were wasted time, because we all deserve to get what we got. But thank God that God didn't see us as waste. And that's all I'm saying. And this is why I tell people, I don't hate you. I'm not going to do that. I can get disappointed, and even with me. But there are a lot of things that I would love to share, but I can't, because again, this is the beef sector.
Mhm.
But y'all don't know people. Y'all don't know what people had to go through to get to where they are today. Y'all don't know
You
people's challenges.
know, maybe that's why Castro, I don't know if his connection was lost, or maybe he just went on silent because he's thinking about what we're saying. But nonetheless, y'all can't, y'all, not nan one of you niggas in here, and I'm the most professional of professionals. I got all the degrees, and I'm not bragging. I'm coming down to you as my plain ass self. Ain't nan one of you niggas in here that is without an issue or a problem. Not one. And this brother clicked his doggone device for help. So, to me, as a person of compassion, as a nurse, I can't deny, I can't turn him away because he's asking for help. I don't give a goddamn if he drinking or he got a drug in his system. I don't care. My main priority right now is this might be his last time reaching out. What can I do to help him with that?
No, Castro, I want to hear from you. I'm
Yes.
fine. I want to hear
And
from
that's the
you.
thing. We need to offer him some solutions. He might very well be trolling us. We don't know. We have no idea.
Well,
But
I'm
at
going
the,
to say this as a person that deals with mental health issues and struggles. I will say this: before Castro can get anything done, he has to get that under control. Before he does anything else, he's going to have to get it under control. And I'm going to pray that he reaches out. And once he reaches out, he need to be connected with vocational rehabilitation. They will help him get into some of these programs. They will help him get into a program to help him find a vocation that will be good for him. But the other thing, he has to be able to advocate for himself and have somebody else to
self,
advocate for
yeah,
him,
he
to
has to
help him with
accept that he needs
advocation.
help.
And you know what? I'm going to do this. Castro, email me and I'll email you back, and I can give you some practical advice and places for you to reach out in. I will have my team do the research.
We'll do the research and find some places for you in your area, because I can just give you advice from here on this camera. I can't really give you any real advice. I just need to know what area you in and tell you which direction, which way to go. That's all I can do.
Right.
And I'm gonna be
But
honest with you, but you need somebody there with boots on the ground that you can go to and sit down and talk to. Listen, it gets hard, y'all.
let me say something to you.
Simply Pink and Green said, as a mental health therapist, it is up to Castro to make the change. If he is receiving benefits, he should have a case manager to provide him with resources to assist him with meeting his needs. Go ahead.
And see, that's what I was about to say. To piggyback off of that, he has to be receptive overall. He may very well not be ready, you know. And I don't want him to feel like we're overwhelming him. I don't want him to feel like we're coming at him and attacking him and judging. No, that's not what this is about. It takes a lot of courage for somebody to press a doggone button on a phone or a computer or whatever and say, hey y'all, this is what I'm going through, and whatever. I might be crying out for help. I might just be out there showing out, whatever the case. At the end of the day, I need help, or I'm just out here acting, doing the fool. You know, it's for us to discern which is which. It's for him to discern whether or not he wants to accept the help. So for us, on our part, we have to say, you know what, this is a brother that's dealing with some stuff, and us who are in the community that can offer assistance, we can tell him where to go. And him and those like him, if he's, you know, on the real and not playing around, okay, I'm going to accept the help, or now I was just trolling, I'm just going to roll along. You know, it's hard to figure it all out, but at the end of the day, somebody out there is getting the message.
You're right.
Yeah, this is what we mean by we'll ride or live with you. That's how we're riding and living with you. We're giving you practical advice that you can use, that you can go through, and you can live your life to the fullest.
And y'all, pardon me, I just finished breakfast. I don't know if he's trolling or not, and it's really not up to me to figure it out.
Sincere, I really do.
It's not up to me to figure it out. All I know is what I heard, and I can only go on what I heard. The only thing we can do is offer suggestions. I can't tell you what to do because you're a grown man. At the end of the day, you may not do anything. You may do something, but at the end of the day, to do nothing is still a choice too. And I just hope that you make a good choice, because Castro, to be honest, I want you to thrive. I want you to make that money that you want to make. I want you to get your own place that you want to have. I want you to be able to get confidence to buy a vehicle and be able to ride your car, drive in your car, to have your own freedom. And I think that's good. And see, I'm not going to cap that down. I'm not going to cap that down. But when I heard you, and I'm going to tell you, Castro, it really bothered me. But when I heard you struggling with SNAP and what they did, and, you know, people had different opinions about what was happening. All I know is that you were struggling. And I'm like, damn, you know, and I didn't like that either. But again, you know, it's my hope that you can get off of that and be self-sufficient and not have to depend on that piece of assistance. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't get your benefits. If you get benefits, I ain't mad at that.
And
But Castro, it seems like you have more insight. It seems like you want more in life than that. And my thing is, if you want more in life to that, work in the confines of that system to help you to get to your goal of self-sufficiency. And that's all I'm saying, Castro. You're not dumb. And I know we've said a lot of stuff, and see, that's the thing. YouTube is YouTube. People gonna say stuff, people gonna say things to hurt you and say ugly things, because we've all done it. But in all sincerity, you're not dumb. Beans and Cornbread said, if you can click on this link, and if you can do what you do on a daily basis and can come up with some commentary, you ain't dumb. You ain't dumb at all. Now, you may have some challenges in areas, but you ain't dumb. You may have a speech impediment, but you ain't dumb. And Castro, people gonna pick at you as the day is long, because that's what people do. But you better know who you are. And that's the bottom line. So look, y'all, I do have to go. But I want to thank Beans and Cornbread for coming up. I do want to thank Vivian Jennings for coming up. And I do want to thank, I know that Sparkles came up, but I want to thank Castro for coming up. Because see, Castro, this is the conversation that we should have had. And nobody is judging you. But I am going to say this, Castro. People will use this against you. People are going to throw this back in your face. Find a certified professional that you feel comfortable with, It may be in the community. It may be LGBTQIA person. And you may be able to express some things to them. It may be a black man. It may be a black woman. I don't know who it's going to be. But get someone who is licensed and professional, whose goal is to really, really help you through your trauma. And that's on the real. And I'm not joking about this. I'm real about this. We know what we do on this Beef Sector channel. We know how we can cut up. We know this. But I don't hate nobody. And the brother thought I hate him. I don't hate you. I hate some of the situations you've been placed in. I hate some of the things that you've gone through on YouTube, but I don't hate you. So, Castro, get the help you need. It sounds like you're dealing with a little depression. And I'm not a doctor, so I'm not diagnosing you. I'm just telling you from what I'm hearing. And you may not even recognize it. You may not even realize it. But get the help. Start talking to people who can really do something for you. Start talking to people where if they spread your business, they can get sued. Because telling us is the first step. But at the end of the day, Castro, do your work. And you don't have to tell anybody if you're going to counseling or therapy. That ain't none of our business. But I'll tell you what, when you start doing it, people who have discernment will know. People who have discernment will know. You don't have to say one word. Do the work, Castro. Face those hardships, face those problems. We all had to do it. But I'm telling you, you'll be the better for it. And so that's what I gotta say, y'all. I think that this show is going beyond Castro. Castro was just honest enough to come in and give us a little piece of what he's going through. He didn't give us anything concrete, so I'm not running with anything. He didn't come out and say he's doing this, and the third. But hopefully this helps people who are going through challenges. And it's not always being crazy. We always think it's being crazy. No, it's about being depressed. It's about having low self-esteem and doubts about yourself. It could be all of those things. And you know what, y'all? For most of these things, there is a root to that problem. There is a cause to it. Nothing just happens by happenstance. Things happen because something triggered that. There was a seed that was planted that caused that. A lot of us are blaming ourselves for stuff that we didn't have no control over, and we need to let it go. But we need to talk about it. We need to grieve it. We need to bury it. But running away from it is never going to help. You gotta face that situation. You gotta face that fear. So I am not judgmental of Castro. I hope Castro gets the help he needs. And that's for everybody. And I think this conversation goes far beyond Castro. A lot of people go through it. Women have to go through it because they women. And you a black woman. And so you got to deal with all of that mess on top of your personal mess. Then you got black men who got to deal with mess and trauma on that. Then you got black gay men, Lord have mercy, who had to deal with that because now you got people thinking a whole lot. You done heard you've been demon possessed. You ain't no good. God don't love you. I mean, people done heard all of that. And if you don't think that don't have an effect on you, you're wrong. And you know that if you could, and if you could change it, you would. Because nobody asked for this. Nobody asked to be attracted to XYZ. It's there. And then you got people who are not struggling with that telling you what you need to do. And it's like, are you serious? So you got to deal with that, plus life issues. And you don't think somebody would snap or be depressed or, yeah. So we're dealing with a lot of stuff, a lot of trauma. And you got to really take care of yourself mentally. You got to talk to somebody. It's like a pressure cooker. If you don't release some of that pressure, you're going to explode. So that's what I want to say about that, you all. If you need to go talk to somebody, talk to somebody. It is no stigma with talking to a therapist. I know that we don't deal with it in our community as much as other people because we weak or something's wrong with us. But man, we have missed out on a whole lot. And think of how far we could have been had we done it. So I'm encouraging everybody who really needs to talk to somebody to go talk to somebody. No judgment here. I want to see you get help. So thank you, Castro, for being brave enough to click the link. Now, some people going to say you want attention. Some people going to say that you want this and this and this, and that's fine. But it was brave. You came on a person's channel who you thought was against you to even mention that, which is even braver, knowing that people may have take this information and use it against you. But Castro, take your power back. Take your power back. Go get the help you need. Get your life back. Get your life back. That stuff that was stolen, you got access to it. Go get your life back. Because I believe that you can live some abundant life. You are still young. You are in your 30s. Take care of this before you get into your 40s. Take care of this mess before you get into your 50s. Okay, that's all I got to say. And you did nothing wrong, Castro. I'm glad that you came up. You know, I'm glad that you were candid and honest. And see, everybody is not against you. You know, Somebody mama done went through this. Somebody's son or nephew has gone through this. Somebody's daughter or niece has gone through this. You know, so you're not the only one. And beans and cornbread is right. We have all gone through some mess. You know, people tell me, you think you're perfect. No, I don't. I just have learned how to be proactive and reactive. I've learned that you got to breathe. You got to step back and take things in perspective. I've learned that some things you can't change. And some people you'll never change. The only person you can deal with is yourself. And this is what I'm saying. Castro may not do anything, but the help is there. So thank y'all for coming on. Peace and love. Y'all take care. Hit that like button and share. Bye.